Welcome everyone to your Mercury Retrograde in Cancer reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. This reading will be time-stamped and sent to each and every individual sign. Okay, let's go. First two cards we have out are the Akashic Stargate and the Discovery. But before we even get into that, I want to just break this down really quick for you guys, okay? This Mercury Retrograde in Cancer is this profound cosmic intervention. Okay, it's designed to help people discover the lost parts of themselves by accessing past emotional patterns and deep soul memories. That's what's going on. Okay, so we have what? So the card that's coming out for that is Soul Aligned, Remembering Home, and Soul Family as Star Gathering. Okay, so that is the overall theme of what is going on with this Mercury Retrograde in Cancer. Okay, and of course you'll have all the other little Mercury Retrograde things that you guys already know about, which we will not be talking about because it is like everybody already knows, right? Okay, but this is about the core theme, the deep cosmic intervention. Okay, so with this Akashic Stargate sitting here, this card represents the access of infinite wisdom, past lives, and soul contracts, in which we also got for the overall Cancerian energy that's coming out for the Mercury Retrograde. Okay. During this retrograde, the collective is being pulled into the cosmic records, okay, the Akashic records of your own lives. And if you guys are interested in a personal reading for this, you can find the information in the description area. You can ask a question about that, and that'll be that. If you want a whole reading, I will put that price in the description area, okay? It's not just about rehashing regular memories, guys. These are pulling you into the past, okay? It's about understanding this higher spiritual purpose behind old wounds, ancestral patterns, and reoccurring life themes. And it could be about that ex, okay? Because it could be about love. And they could return. No doubt. Let's not escape that. That ex could return because you could be what? Holding on to some kind of karmic residue that needs to be healed, right? So a lot of times you ghost someone, they're going to come back, right? Because it's not resolved. You have the Discovery over here, which is talking about uncovering hidden truths, gaining new perspectives, and finding the clarity. Okay, paired with this Akashic Stargate, it means that the retrograde isn't meant to just stall the collective, but act as this like treasure hunt, right? People will suddenly start realizing why certain patterns keep repeating, leading to this massive kind of aha moment about your identity and your emotional triggers, okay? That's what retrogrades really are, is about bringing back that past to say, aha, this is what it is. And they're in each different sign for a purpose. The last one was in Pisces, so it was also very emotional, right? Okay. So let's get some, actually we're going to start here on the Akashic Stargate. Let's start here, guys. You have the Stargate heart opening, the heart chakra opening, unlocking, and the generosity. This is shifting the cosmic energy from the mental review into this deep emotional heart-centered healing. And then, I don't know, in the sign of Cancer, though, this means the collective must be, it's almost like you must open up your heavily hearted, emotional heart over here to heal the inner wounds, whether they're child wounds, old family wounds, whatever the wounds are. Saying open up. Because this says aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. be able to discover what it is you need to open your heart. See what we've got over here. On the discovery is honor the path. The truths uncovered during this retrograde must be met with self-compassion. Sitting next to the heart. Respect. Instead of judging yourself for your past mistakes, you as the collective is being asked to honor your survival, your growth, your journey that brought you here to begin with. Because remember, everything was there for growth. The reasons we all have pains, we all have wounds, everything was meant for us to grow. We go through these things, right? So it's saying, instead of looking at it as just a bad thing, see it as your growth and honor that path that you're on. Because a lot of us wouldn't even be on the path that we're on if it wasn't for these hurts, these pains, these bad things happening. And then that opens up the discovery of finding the gem, the diamond in the rough. So this is going to take you out of survival mode. So, I mean, this Mercury retrograde is fated. It's this like fated checkpoint. You're being asked to be pushed to open your heart and access that deeper soul history. And then, like I said, we have the star gathering over here, you know, pushing yourself. And it's also like pushing yourself to the deepest level and uncover this like vital missing piece of your emotional puzzle over here. This will help you like walk forward with this greater self-respect, honoring your path, knowing who you are, and not having to go back and forth through these karmic cycles. It will break those patterns. Okay? So it's all about breaking these patterns, my friends. Okay, so it's things like this, right? Okay, so let's get into each and everybody's signs individually. Okay, Sagittarius-Capricorn. Three of Pentacles reversed. King of Wands reversed. That's your own energy of Sagittarius right there coming through. To the Eight of Cups walking away. This Mercury retrograde is bringing in some kind of harsh reality check. King of Wands reversed. I mean, that's saying looking at it from a different perspective. So let's check that, right? This is regarding some kind of professional life or ambition that you have going on. Could be love, okay? Whatever you know it is. But that's what I'm getting out of this situation. It's like forcing you to walk away from any kind of toxic environment, whether it's work, some kind of team. Like I said, it could be a love interest. Anything that's uninspiring, which leads you to not having the leadership role that you are supposed to have, King of Wands, right? So, I mean, just in itself, this Eight of Cups is saying there's uninspired leadership that shows that you cannot fix this situation. So the discovery of this situation is trying to force this project to work, but it's wasting your valuable energy. This is wasting your time. Three of Pentacles says we're not working together very well. We need to be collaborating. This is not helpful. It's, if anything, it's hurting me, right? So it like wants you to pack up your emotions, pack up your stuff, and quietly walk away from what's unfulfilling you. Because otherwise, this karmic cycle continues to keep going on and on, where you keep getting stuck in this same situation for some of you. Or if it's a new situation, you better be careful, because it could, you know, if you don't walk away the way you're supposed to, it could affect the next Mercury retrograde, right? But it's saying that you have to do what's good for you. If you're unappreciated as a boss, maybe you need to put in your resume, you know, and go somewhere else, or talk to someone about the situation, try to motivate them, whatever it is. But it feels like it's so toxic, right, that you need to walk away from this toxic group towards something that honors your path, right? If it can't fix it, then I need to walk away. No, we're not saying that every job that we're unappreciated to, we should just pack our shit and leave. No, we need to talk things out. But if things don't happen the way things need to be, you should never be on a path that doesn't suit you and makes you feel very uncomfortable being in that area or being with this person. That is not life. That is not where the heart is. That's not where growth is. Right? You need to be with a soul family. You need to be with people who appreciate you. You're going to find the diamond in the rough. You will find the answers that you are looking for. Okay? So, I mean, if you need to talk things out because you're the emperor, then that's what needs to happen. Okay? Because there's going to be a judgment call, and you're going to be the one that needs to do this one way or another. If you can fix it by seeing it through a different perspective, then go right ahead. But it's saying, for the majority of you, whatever is going on here, you know. And for a lot of you know it was something you should have walked away from long ago, that you keep continuing to cycle through the same thing, waiting for a different answer, right? With nothing changing. Okay, so let's get to the next one. Capricorn-Aquarius. Ooh, what do we have falling in my lap over here? 7 of Swords reversed. A lot of people get 7 swords reversed. Queen of Pentacles. Actually, we've seen that one twice, a couple of times as well. The same setup. That's crazy. Page of Pentacles. I mean, just these two right here, I've seen this setup before. I don't know who it was. But, I mean, that's just saying, hey, you know what? There's some kind of confession coming out. Someone's been deceptive, thieving, lying, cheating, whatever their problem is. It could even be your own self-sabotage coming to light, but you're going to handle it as the Queen of Coins. But this is your own energy of Capricorn here. So, you know, so, I mean, you have 2 energies here of your air, earth right here. So it's kind of like, okay. And then you have earth again. It's almost like you have to be brutally honest with yourself about what's going on in this situation. If someone's lying, cheating their way through a situation, you're going to be brutally honest with this situation. But you're going to be very nurturing about the situation as well. So if it's, you know, someone has been deceptive with you in the past, the truth is finally being revealed. That truth is coming out. Spirit is going to make sure that they tell on themselves, or somehow or another they're getting caught within that situation. If you know you've been self-sabotaging yourself, you have to become brutally honest with yourself to say, you know what, maybe I need to change the way I talk to myself or that I do certain things, right? However it is, because you're going to plant new seeds. This is all about planting new seeds. Okay, this is about the new financial beginnings, new beginnings within relationships, new things coming out. So you're being offered this like brand new stream of income, a stable contract, some kind of opportunity that you need to learn, kind of a value. For some of you, it's learning a valuable new skill. Maybe you've been telling yourself and self-sabotaging yourself, saying, I couldn't possibly do something like this, so I can't take your offer. But then you become brutally honest with yourself, like, you know what, I'm really smart. I can learn like anything. Like, I think I can totally do this. I'm not going to downgrade myself so much to this situation. Something like that, right? Just take what resonates. Or you're going to start planting new seeds with someone else or only within yourself, because you found the deception with this other person because that deception is coming out. Okay. For a lot of you, I really do believe it's finding out the truth about something that you've had an idea that they're lying, cheating, stealing, you know, being deceptive towards you, and you're finding out the truth. And this allows you to move forward with this new honoring your own path, with this new door coming towards you. I don't need you, right? I don't need this. You know, I've got my own things to do. Discovering truths, discovering new paths, new opportunities coming towards you so you can plant new seeds and also heal from the situation. Okay. Very beautiful, guys. Okay, Aquarius-Pisces. You have the Knight of Cups, 6 of Coins, and clarified by the Chariot in reverse, Cancerian energy coming through. Could be dealing with water sign. Doesn't have to be. I just feel like the Mercury retrograde for you guys is bringing in this beautiful wave of emotional generosity. 6 of Pentacles. It's like this romantic offers coming in. But it also is kind of warning that you're trying to rush things, or they could be too aggressive about the situation, forcing this connection forward that can completely stall out the momentum that you're making. If somebody's rushing towards you too fast, it's almost like you're stalling and you're saying stop. Or maybe you're rushing towards them and they stop. Okay, so take it how it is, okay, whether it's you or them. But I do feel like there's this beautiful offer of love coming in. Is it an ex, a new person? However, you'll know. But I do feel that it's too fast, okay? Even if it's a job, something that you just love, you know, and you're trying, they're like, yeah, but I need you in 3 days. You're like, whoa, 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 I need 2 weeks to tell my boss, right, at my other job that I'm leaving. I don't want to burn bridges. You see what I'm saying? So it just feels like whatever's going on, there's this offer that's coming in that you love, but it's moving too quick, okay? I feel for the majority of you, it's this messenger of love, romance, but it could be, like I said, something else, okay? I'm going with someone in love, okay? Because I do feel like someone is approaching you with this open heart and this emotional offer. It could even be a deep apology, and maybe it is your ex. Maybe you wanted to get back together, but maybe they're rushing too fast and you haven't even gotten to the point where you have 100% decided whether or not you're going to take your ex back, right? But they assume. Why do I feel like there's a lot of assuming over here that you're going to just jump in your chariot and just be exactly where they want you to be at that time? This is what it is. I mean, this retrograde is resurfacing some kind of beautiful, heartfelt connection or awakening this new opportunity. But somebody wants to jump in the cart and just say, okay, I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, because this is the fastest card in the deck. And when it's in reverse, you're like, I'm putting the brakes on. So you're putting the brakes on. You're like, not that fast. It's almost like if you're in this new relationship, somebody wants you to jump. I'm just going to say it, guys. Somebody wants you to jump into bed with them immediately. And you're like, we don't know each other that well. Wow, I'm not doing that. You just relax there, Mr. or Mrs., okay? You could see that. And that could feel like you're stalling out or losing the magic, or the magic is kind of lost in its own way because it's moving too fast. And you're like, whoa, it was supposed to be so romantic. It was supposed to be so awesome. It was supposed to be this and that. And then you want me to do this. And I just feel like now I'm hurried, or you're trying to go too fast and you're making the passion go away. I mean, in seriousness, if somebody's trying to make you jump in their bed too fast and you barely know them, that could kill the passion, right? So it's almost like putting the passion out. Even if it's a new job, it's getting you a little, right? Give and receive too quick. So just be careful of that, okay? Because that just feels like you want it to be guided more naturally, okay? In the way that things are supposed to be, not quick, fast, and furious like this, okay? Okay, Pisces-Aries, here we go, guys. You have the 9 of Cups. Ooh, to the Ace of Cups. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Lots of cups over here, bringing that watery energy into the 5 of Pentacles. Some earth energy coming in. Wow. This is the state of emotional fulfillment and profound new beginnings over here with the Ace of Cups. Wow. Once you felt out in the cold. Wow, this Mercury retrograde is bringing in this massive spiritual paradox over here. I mean, massive. I mean, in love, it's almost like it's requiring you to directly heal some kind of deep-seated fear of this scarcity, being out in the cold and feeling abandoned from that situation. But I do feel like it's renewing your love. I think you have a new love coming in. That's brand new love, Ace of Cups. It's also having the renewal of your own healing and feeling like you are in love with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to self. So I feel like you're reaching this peak of this emotional satisfaction and a fresh start in love. But yet you're still wrestling. I still feel like you're wrestling around with this this feeling out in the cold, losing it all, losing in love. But the discovery over here, when it comes to this situation, is kind of like your deepest healing happens when you are starting to realize that you no longer are the person who was left out in the cold. You're now the person that has it all, right? So it's almost like you open your hands and your arms to accept this beautiful flood of all this love. 9 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. So any place that those anxieties and old out in the cold feelings and feeling left behind and all of those things start just becoming a faded memory from your past. I still think you guys have new love coming in. You have to get through this toxic mindset so that, you know, of the past, this toxic mindset of the past, 6 of Cups, so that you can realize that you have this new, yeah, I see this new love coming in, Queen of Cups. Having the self-love for yourself, and then things become justified, but you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. Yeah, see, you have new love coming in. It could be this beautiful Queen of Swords. You know, it's saying, don't let your old poverty mindsets ruin your present riches. And the riches, I'm telling you, for the majority of you, is this new love. Wow, that's gorgeous. Love it. And you know how that Mercury retrograde is? Wants to bring in those old past pains. I do not believe that, you know, your ex, I'm not saying your ex is not coming back, but I'm saying it's not going to fulfill you. So I don't think you're going to, you know, you're not going to sit in that nostalgic place forever in that 5 of Cups, because you're going to realize, I'm sorry, was it Cups? I'm sorry, it was 5 of Pentacles. And that was 5 of Coins. Because you're going to realize, whoa, hold on. Who's this coming at me? Whoa. Because that wheel is moving for you. So you're going to realize, whoa, hold on. The universe just justified something for me and I'm feeling more in love. I don't need to look at the past and all this toxic stuff. Screw that person. I'm out. And no, they're not going to win you back. There's nothing there. And you're going to realize that. But I do feel that if an ex does come back, you're going to feel those, you know what I'm saying? Those old feelings, until all of a sudden you're like, I'm done. I get out of my mind for that. Jeez, that's wonderful, guys. You guys are amazing. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.